So, is tap water safe to drink in Japan? In many countries, people tend to avoid drinking tap water, but in Japan, do people drink it straight from the sink? Is it really safe? Most visitors assume maybe yes in cities, maybe no in older buildings, or maybe bottled water is just the safest choice. The short answer is yes, Japan is one of the few countries where tap water is considered safe nationwide. And actually, we can highlight this on a map of seeing how many countries in the world actually are safe to drink tap water. Let's focus on Asia first. Actually, Japan is one of the few countries in Asia that the tap water is safe to drink. The only other countries are South Korea and Singapore. Yes, 3 small countries within all of Asia is the tap water safe to drink. And on an international scale, in comparison with other countries, tap water is considered safe in about 50 countries around the world. So how do we know Japan's water is safe to drink? Well, Japan has a long cultural relationship with water, not only used for drinking or cooking, but bathing and cleaning. Japan is famous for being clean and enjoying hot springs and public baths. So clean water is an important part of daily life in Japan. And the water supply covers over 98% of the population, and they regulate through 50 contaminants, and it's tested regularly. And in compliance with those standards, they are reported to being close to 100% nationwide. And you can check this information through Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, Japan Waterworks Association, or on a more international site, the CDC Travel Health or the WHO site. And it's become a national priority as Japan modernized with the Waterworks Ordinance before the 1900s, and with water treatment systems and regulations continuing to improve from there, along with infrastructure being upgraded, older pipes being replaced. I have witnessed this personally firsthand in Tokyo, seeing pipes being replaced as well too. And they are also strengthening facilities to withstand earthquakes, as Japan is known for being an earthquake-prone country. So Japan has some of the strictest water safety standards in the world, and maybe in some cases more stricter than some Western countries. And the way they source their water and treat it is basically the same way: rivers, reservoirs, dams, groundwater, and going through the multiple different sources of purification steps. And they do tend to use chlorine to disinfect the drinking water, which is required by law to prevent bacterial growth in the distribution centers. So they are kept within strict safety limits, and because of this, you may notice a slight chlorine taste. So you may use a filter, but not too many people are very particular, nor is it that bothering to a lot of people as well. But they also do make a lot of tea, so they maybe are making tea because they like tea, or maybe they are just trying to mask the taste. I'm not really sure. But note that they do not add fluoride to the public tap water. So rest assured, there's not very many additives to Japan's tap water. But of course, we do have to use common sense. In older buildings, maybe that might be the case. I know to going to some restaurants in some older buildings, and if they give me tap water, I can notice the taste, especially more than some other places. And the only other thing is when there's emergency situations, since Japan does have earthquakes, and probably something similar to when they had the 2011 earthquake, they needed to implement some systems in order to be able to provide water to people, or they needed to boil water themselves. And considering Fukushima's nuclear disaster, after the disaster, monitoring of the water safety increased, and study shows that the level remains far below international safety limits, so they are doing their best in being able to keep the public safe to their ability. And even so, today, Japan continues to review and update drinking standards. For example, the government has become aware of what Japan is calling PFAS, or PFAS, sometimes called forever chemicals. This shows that they're continuously trying to monitor and to improve the system as well. Now, all this information is not to say that Japan is perfect, but at least they're trying to go onto the safer side of things. And even in my personal experience from even 20 years ago when I first came to Japan, I was surprised that when I asked my friend, "Is the water safe to drink?" she gave me a look of saying, "Yes, it is." So I've never had any problem, just a taste preference possibly, and it depends on the building, the location, the plumbing. So do Japanese people drink it? Yes, they drink water. They still use it in cooking and cleaning as well, With public drinking water, they do have some public drinking fountains. However, I find them terribly hard to find. The only places I ever find them are in parks, but they do have them as well. So to answer the question, is Japan's water safe to drink? Yes, you can safely drink Japan's tap water. And it's one of the few countries in the world where you can actually do this. If you visited Japan, did you drink the tap water? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. 最後まで見てくれてありがとうございました。また次回の動画で会いましょう。Thanks for watching till the end and we'll see you in the next video.